go. Okay, welcome everybody. We're excited to get a chance to tell you about our program tonight and hopefully answer some questions as you're deciding about which programs you're interested in applying to this year. First off, I want to introduce you to the team here. I'm Jessica Zarzour. I'm the program director at our program here at UAB. We're going to tell you where we're from and our favorite part about the program. I'm a Birmingham native, and the favorite part about my program is our residents.
And I'm Rachel Bass. I'm one of the assistant program directors. I am also the chair of the selection committee this year. I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and my favorite thing about the program is probably our promotion of women and mentorship.
I'm Carly Calderone. I'm one of the chief residents along with Taylor here. And Dr. Zarzour already stole my favorite thing, which is the residents, but like, honestly, just everyone at UAB and how supportive everyone is. I'm actually on a call shift right now, but they're covering for me so that I can be here talking to you all. That's how supportive everybody is.
I'm Taylor Kuhlman. I'm from South Carolina. I'm also one of the chief residents with Carly. And yeah, I think the co-residents and the camaraderie that we have is by far my favorite part of this program.
Okay, so our program is located in Birmingham, Alabama. We are an academic radiology program. We currently have 38 residents, and this year we are accepting 9 diagnostic radiology residents and 2 integrated IR residents. We are participating in the supplemental application process, and all of our interviews are 100% virtual, and we do have plans for an in-person open house later in the season. Here at UAB, we're dedicated to seeing our residents succeed and thrive in their careers. We have residents who go on to both private practice and academic careers, and so we're going to tell you a little bit about the things we're committed to here at UAB. So first off, we are committed to your education. Education is the pillar within our department that we are most proud of and most passionate about. Our residents complete core rotations during their first 3 years of the residency program, and then their 4th year, they have the opportunity to pursue different subspecialty interests that align with their career goals. Our residents are taught by over 100 subspecialty trained faculty radiologists who are totally approachable and also world-renowned, and they're here because they truly enjoy teaching our residents. It's the absolute best part of my job is teaching our residents and seeing their growth over the 4 years that they're with us. We have offer a clinician educator track and a research track for residents who are interested in those areas. We have daily didactics followed by case conferences. Other educational opportunities include physics curriculum, a board review series. We have journal clubs. We have department grand rounds. We encourage our residents to get involved in the interdisciplinary tumor board so they can be a part of the larger group of people taking care of our complex patients. The next thing we want you to know is that we are committed to research within the Department of Radiology. We have outstanding clinical and translational research programs with opportunities in all diagnostic areas as well as in interventional radiology. Exceptional opportunities exist in molecular imaging and therapeutics and also artificial intelligence research. And we have a lot of opportunities for our residents to get involved in these areas, which leads to conference presentations and getting to travel to national conferences, getting to know the larger radiology community across the United States. It opens up all sorts of doors and opportunities for our residents, and it's a lot of fun. Our residents have protected time to complete research during their 2nd year and opportunity for more if the interest is there.
So another thing that we're committed to is mentorship at UAB, which I am really passionate about. What you will discover is that as you make your decision into residency and you start on this new season of life, a lot changes and there are a lot of decisions to be made. And so having really quality voices that can help you make those decisions and get you in touch with the right people are really important. So all of our first year residents are automatically paired into what's called a mentor family. So there's a resident at every level of training, as well as a faculty member who is that family's like parent. We've carefully selected those faculty members to be people who are super approachable, who we trust to speak really good voice of reason and wisdom. And they can help all those residents really network throughout the department as they kind of decide what they will be doing for their fellowship. And that will not be the only mentor that those residents have. The goal is that they will develop other mentorship relationships as they go, but it's a good starting point. And kind of along those lines, we also encourage a lot of peer-to-peer mentoring. I have found that when people who are walking alongside you, who are encouraging you to go to meetings, who are encouraging you to write papers and pushing you to take a case during case conference, it's all really valuable. And so we set aside time to specifically have peer-to-peer mentoring, sometimes during lunch, which I think is really helpful. And then along those lines too, other faculty mentors, we have tons of people who do all sorts of kind of research and can also get you connected across the country. We're also committed to your wellness. So we have a chief resident run wellness committee that's been going for several years. It's department funded. There is a great budget for it. One of the things that we do sponsor is snacks, which we all know is very important whenever you're working long hours and you just need an Oreo. We will provide that for you. And so we also use that money to do a resident retreat every year. This is a day that you're free of clinical duties and you are required to go and have team building activities. We've done a fun ropes course. We've done a scavenger hunt through the city. And it's a great time every time. Residents really look forward to that. We also have these wellness rounds that happen kind of surprisingly every quarter or so, where we bring coffee or cookies or ice cream to the reading rooms, and that kind of helps boost morale. So those are kind of like big things that we do in addition to like a holiday party and all those kind of things. But we also are intentional to make sure that we stay well during the rest of the year. So we have a monthly feedback session, which is for all the residents and the program director. This allows the residents time to ask questions or bring up issues that they've been having so that they can be addressed before they become larger issues, which is, I think, a huge thing to have the ear of the program director at least once a month. But she's very available and wonderful and approachable. And then we also have a monthly turnover, which is you're excused from your clinical duties an hour early at the end of every rotation. And this is really to help peer-to-peer mentoring and collaboration among the residents. They go meet at a brewery or at a park. And basically the idea is to help exchange information of what worked in the rotation that you're leaving and to help the person coming behind you. And that's a great thing. And we're also committed to diversity and inclusion. So we want and recruit people from all sorts of backgrounds, ages, gender, race. It's very important to us that we stay diverse, and we really value that. One thing that I have really benefited from is a really robust women in radiology group. I have started helping lead this with another friend of mine, Elena Smith, who's in these pictures. And she just joined faculty this past year. And we're meeting, every other month to do some mentoring among women. So what we have coming up at the end of September is a wine and watercolor party, which I think will be really fun, but we'll also be really intentional with that time. We also have a curriculum that helps us learn about healthcare disparities among our residents. And then we have our active Red Aid chapter, which kind of puts that into practice. So we've provided mobile mammography units and also like hands-on ultrasound training for family practice physicians in underserved areas of Alabama. And then finally, I have Jordan Perchek. He's our former chief resident. I have him pictured here. He's taking that award. He actually won the UAB 2021 Diversity Champion Award, which is a big deal, both for his leadership in doing Rad Aid work, but also for the LGBTQ affirming policy changes within UAB. So it's huge. And he is actually staying on with us as faculty. So we will continue to have a fearless leader and that keeping us at the cutting edge. So, and now I'm going to turn it over to the chiefs to talk about Birmingham.
All right. So just a little bit, me and Taylor both, neither of us are from Birmingham, and we both just absolutely love Birmingham. So whenever we were asked to talk, that's what we wanted to talk to y'all about, because we want you to know why we love it so much. So we just made kind of a top 8. We could have done more, but for the sake of time, we're going to try to keep it to 8 things that we really love about Birmingham. So the first thing is just the educational opportunities, and this is on every level. So Birmingham has the best, schools, like high schools and things in the state, but also we have all the colleges here. UAB campus is right there. It's right adjacent to like the UAB medical campus. So you have those opportunities like to do the sports and the things that happen on the undergrad campus, but you don't feel like you're at an undergrad campus whenever you're on like the medical side of things. And then coming with UAB is like all the professional schools. So if you're bringing like a spouse or a significant other and they want to do something like the nursing school or dentistry school or PA schools, and all of those are available and right there as well. In addition to that, on the college level, we have 3 other private colleges. There's Stanford College, which is absolutely beautiful in Birmingham. There's Birmingham Southern, and then Miles College, which is in HBCU.
Okay, so breweries, that's my topic to talk about because I'm the resident expert in breweries. So we have a ton of breweries. This is particularly my favorite. This is District Brewing, best beer, best environment. We'll show some. This is Cahaba Brewing. This is one of the bigger breweries. They have space for weddings and receptions and all kinds of fun stuff,
We just
trivia,
went to an
all that good
engagement
stuff.
party there. That was
Yeah,
really
last
fun.
week or 2 weeks ago. Let's see what else we got here. So this is Avondale Brewing. This is a really cool brewery. They have a huge outdoor area, big stage. They do tons of concerts. They show all the football games, and they even stream all the concerts from Red Rocks, which is a really cool experience to go and be able to get that access to that here. So we have some rooftop bars. This is Moonshine, very cool place. We've been there a few times for some residency events. Great time, fun place. And then Ferris is sort of our up and coming brewery. They have 2 locations here now. Great food, great beer, great time.
I'm going to talk about just kind of entertainment in general in Birmingham. I feel like for a moderate sized city, we have like tons of entertainment opportunities here. So this first one is an example of Garth Brooks came to Birmingham recently, and this is the Garth Brooks concert that happened at our recently built football stadium. There's another concert venue there on the bottom left, which is Oak Mountain Amphitheater. I've been to several concerts there. It's a really great venue, and some other venues that are downtown. But we actually draw like some pretty big names for music in Birmingham. This is Sloss Furnace. So it used to be used actually for like industrial purposes way back when, but now it's just used for fun purposes. So like every year they do Sloss Fest, which is like a cool like music festival with like several stages set up. I went one year. It's really nice. They'll also do like, don't they do like haunted houses and stuff there? Like they just use it as like a venue for all different things. And it's just kind of a really cool place. It's historic and nice. So this is our stadium for our minor league baseball team. They built the stadium recently. It's super nice. We really love going there. We're actually going there as a department, I think next week or later this week. Yeah, with like everybody. So like residents, faculty, everyone's families are invited. Everyone's going to go there. But yeah, it's really fun, super nice, and really close to the hospital, like 5 minutes away. So this is Protective Stadium. This is the new football stadium that they built. So UAB plays here. And then we also have a USFL, which is another professional football league team that plays here, called the Stallions. And we are actually champions in 2022. So, you know, it's good. But it's a really fun stadium. It's really nice. And actually I went one time because our chair has season tickets and she'll periodically offer them out to the residents. And so I was able to snag them and go and watch UAB play. And it was really fun and an awesome time. Professional soccer too.
So there's tons of outdoorsy stuff to do around Birmingham. We have tons of parks and hiking available. So these are some pictures from Oak Mountain State Park, which is about 25 minutes away. Tons of hiking, big lakes. They even have some beach areas, which is kind of fun. This is Ruffner Mountain. This is only like 5 minutes from my house. So this is kind of my main place that I go. They probably have at least 10 miles of hiking trails there. Really beautiful place, great time. And then this is the third park we have, Red Mountain. A little bit bigger. They actually have a few specific like dog parks, which are really cool, all fenced in, and they have the whole like all the dog stuff to do. There are just tons and tons of great parks and hiking and kind of outdoor stuff to do. And then the golf here is really, really good. I used to be an avid golfer and I'm trying to get back into it, and just tons of opportunities, specifically with the whole golf trail around here. So tons of great golf.
I also forgot to mention for entertainment, I was thinking, so we're talking about the retreat. We have a Top Golf in Birmingham, which is super fun. We've done that for a retreat before. Yeah, and that's a really good time.
So we also have surprisingly a lot of award-winning restaurants. These are listed here. So I've been to most, if not all of these, and there's most of them, some of them are downtown, some of them are in some of the other kind of scattered areas, but they're all absolutely phenomenal. Plenty of awards, phenomenal food, really phenomenal.
And so Birmingham has like been a really super family friendly place to live. I have a almost 4-year-old, and we just absolutely love it here. So there's tons of parks around. This is an example of Avondale Park, which is about 5 minutes from my house. But there's a lot of different parks, a really great zoo. We have a like annual membership, which is really reasonably priced, and we go all the time because it's just a very nice zoo and really fun. And the zoo does like all different kinds of events. Like they have like an adult only like event coming
like
up for like
zoo brews or
Yeah,
something like
something.
that, where they
So,
just
like, they'll
have
have
tons of
drinking
beer and you
events.
look at animals. It's
yeah,
great.
or they like decorate for Halloween, decorate for Christmas, like do all the things. It's fun. And we actually went to the zoo for a retreat one year as well. Last year. It was really fun. McWayne Science Center is awesome. That's another place that we got a membership. It is fun for literally all ages. They just like opened up a little like itty bitty town thing for like younger kids. I'm sure that you guys have been there.
Itty bitty Magic City.
Yes, itty bitty Magic City. I knew it was catchier than that, which is awesome. But like, there's stuff that like, I mean, I have fun when I go there. So it's like literally for all ages, like tons of cool stuff. Just a science museum, IMAX theater, things like that.
My wife and I went to an IMAX movie last weekend, and we don't have kids, and we were like,
Yeah.
we're going. This is awesome.
And that's just downtown, 10 minutes from UAB or less.
Yeah. So we also have a rich cultural history. So this is a picture of the Civil Rights Museum. And then we have a phenomenal fine arts museum pictured next. Oh, that's very blurry. And it's a great, this is fine art. Great fine arts museum as well. So plenty of cultural diversity.
And this is kind of just a big topic. So about just how location, how easy it is to travel around Birmingham. So, I mean, we're 4 hours from tons of different really nice beaches. This is an example of, I'm assuming that's the Gulf. And,
Gulf Shores.
Yeah, just like really pretty beaches. These are examples of, there are like 2 or 3 different lakes that are about an hour away from here. I'm actually going, after I'm done with my call stint, I'm going on Sunday to spend a couple of days at Smith Lake, but there's like Smith Lake and
Lake Martin.
That's the other one that we've been to. Yeah, really nice lakes and really close by. We have an international airport.
Warning, sorry.
Oh, thank you. We have an international airport that's like, I mean, I like leave my house like 35 minutes before my plane takes off and like I'm there. It's like small enough so that like it's so easy to navigate, but you actually like fly a decent amount of places. And it's really convenient. And just drivability to other places. So if you don't want to stay in Birmingham, the top is an example of the Smoky Mountains, which is like a 3 to 4 hour trip. So there are several different areas in the Smokies, Chattanooga, things like that. We're less than 3 hours from Nashville driving, about 5 hours from New Orleans driving, and then about 2 hours from Atlanta driving. So lots of fun weekend trip opportunities. But if you don't want to go far from Birmingham, it's just, there's so much to do and it's really easy to get around Birmingham in general. I was in Houston for med school and like traffic there is just like insane. And I just find Birmingham such an easily like livable city to be in, just to like be able to get around town, like everywhere is like 10 or 15 minutes away at the most. And traffic like doesn't even really exist if you ask me from my perspective. And this is an example of the Rotary Trail, which is like, it used to be like a railroad like track that they turned into now like a walkable, bikeable trail that just like runs through downtown. It's really beautiful and awesome. This is an example of Pepper Place, which they just recently made an entertainment district. So it's got a bunch of bars and restaurants there that since it's an entertainment district now, you're actually able to like get a drink somewhere and kind of walk to the next place. And it's just really fun. They always have events there. They have an awesome farmer's market there every Saturday that a lot of people like to go to. It's a really, really nice farmer's market and just good place to be. My favorite
I love this
slide.
slide.
Go, Jessica.
It was. That was good.
Well, we hope that you enjoyed hearing more about UAB. We hope that you consider us when you're considering where to apply. We know that that's a big deal. And we thank you for your time. And I hope that you can see how much we love it here and we love each other. And we would love you if you came. So, thank you.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. I think that was an excellent presentation, and you can